In a new interview with Playboy magazine, former Vice President Dick Cheney says that Barack Obama is the worst president he's ever seen in his lifetime, and also accuses him of playing the race card by saying prejudice has factored into criticism of his policies.
Well, he's a different race, so... Former Vice President doing an interview in Playboy.
He did an interview.
Can anybody explain that? Well, Playboy...
All right. Welcome to Gimme 5. I don't even know who the blonde is on The View. I have absolutely no idea who she was. The brain surgeon who said, what's a former vice president doing getting interviewed in Playboy? I want you to Google Playboy interviews, and you'll see some of the most prominent figures in the world have been interviewed in Playboy. But don't tell it to her. Don't tell it to them. Don't tell it to the fools in the audience who, oh, yes, that's a brilliant point. I guess only naked girls get interviewed in Playboy. Okay, that's number one. Number two, they were going to rip Dick Cheney. Here's more.
I can explain it because Playboy, in fairness to Playboy, I don't read Playboy, but from the time it began,
I was just about to say,
yes, from the articles. No, from the time it began, they always had great articles, and they were always highly respected for that.
Ooh, Rosie Perez knows it. Shocking. Shocking. Just shocking. All right. Now, here you're going to hear more. Again, understand. Dick Cheney gave the interview to Playboy. He called Obama the worst president in his lifetime, and he said that Obama plays the race card. Of course he plays the race card. But I don't even think they know what that means. And Nicole Wallace, what has happened to Nicole Wallace?
I wish he hadn't mixed the issue up with race, because I don't think that President Obama has been a strong president on foreign policy. I think he's done the sort of damage to the country in the globe that Jimmy Carter did. But I don't think it has anything to do with race. I don't agree with his foreign policy, but I don't have any feelings about his race.
That's not what playing the race... hey, Nicole, what the heck? Really? Has your brain gone numb? Playing the race card doesn't mean that Dick Cheney is saying, as a matter of fact, he's saying the opposite. Nicole says, I don't think it has anything to do with the president's race. Well, neither does Dick Cheney. So you're agreeing with Dick Cheney. He said the president is playing the race card. He said that it has nothing to do with the president's race. And you're agreeing with Cheney. So I don't even know what she's talking about. More.
You think he's played the race card?
Not in the way that he suggests. I think people have been very critical of President Obama. I mean, if this is us being restrained by race, what would we say about him if he were white? I mean, I think people are very hard on all presidents.
Every single time. I've never heard of a president that's in reign that hasn't been, like,
George Bush
bombarded.
was pummeled, and I don't think it could have been black, white, green, or purple.
Okay, so, but again, the question is Obama playing the race card? And the answer is yes! Yes! All the time on many different issues. So does Holder. So does the media. So does the Congressional Black Caucus when it comes to criticism of Obama. She doesn't see this? Really, I am so shocked and so disappointed at Nicole Wallace. I mean, was her time on Morning Joe? Did that, like, infect her psyche? More?
Bush was not disrespected in the way that Obama was.
Oh, that is not true. That is not true.
There has never been an elected official that yelled out to him, you lied. Nobody has ever done that.
What's his name with the black eyes? Harry Reid.
That was in our country. That was someone else.
Harry Reid called him a liar all the time. But listen, I'm not saying it's a race to the bottom, but I'm just saying that saying someone's policies are the worst in history is legitimate policy disagreement.
You can have that, but the minute you link race to it, because it's not like he was Asian yesterday and came back and was black today. You know, it doesn't work that way.
What does that even mean? Ladies and gentlemen, these women don't have a clue. Now, Nicole Wallace indicated she does know what playing the race card means, although she indicated she didn't know it at the beginning. Whoopi Goldberg, I don't think, has a clue. Cheney didn't bring up his race. He said Obama brings up his race as a form of defense to deflect criticism. Now, Whoopi's never been the deepest person in the world, but there's your view, ladies and gentlemen. Your Newsmax Now updates next.